All right, so get this. For over 2,000 years, there's been this one single sentence that has been driving philosophers absolutely crazy. It comes to us from ancient China, and when you first hear it, it sounds like complete and utter nonsense. But you gotta stick with me here, because once you unlock the logic behind it, you'll see a powerful truth about the words we use every single day. So, this is it. A white horse is not a horse. This is from a philosopher named Gongsun Long. And I know, it feels instantly wrong, right? I mean, of course a white horse is a horse. The word horse is literally right there. But what if I told you there's a cold, hard logic that makes this statement perfectly 100% true? That's the big question, isn't it? It just goes against all of our common sense. So, in this explainer, we're going to take this ancient riddle, we're going to break it down piece by piece, and you're going to see exactly how Gongsun Long built his seemingly impossible case. Now, to really solve this riddle, we can't just look at the words. We have to understand the world it came from and the mind that created it. This wasn't just some random brain teaser. It was a product of a very specific time and a very unique way of thinking. You see, Gongsun Long lived during China's Warring States period, which was a time of just total chaos and conflict. All these different philosophies were battling it out for influence. And when your world feels that unstable, the idea of creating order through clear, precise thinking, well, that starts to look really, really good.
Now, he was a key figure in a group called the School of Names, and their whole mission was fascinating. These philosophers were completely obsessed with the link between our words and actual reality. They truly believed that if you could fix language, if you could make every word mean one and only one thing, you could actually fix the world's problems.
Okay, so we've set the stage, we know the man and his mission. Now we are ready to tackle this puzzle head on. So let's follow Gongsun Long's logic step by step and see how he pulls off this incredible trick. The entire secret to Gongsun Long's argument, it all comes down to definitions. First, he takes the word horse. He says, look, this word doesn't point to any specific animal you can see or touch. It points to the general concept, the form or the shape of a horse. It's like the blueprint for horseness. Next up, the word white. And this, he argues, has nothing to do with the animal's form. It's from a totally different category of ideas. It names a color. It's a specific property. So right away, you have form and you have color. And they are two separate concepts. And this is where he puts his idea to a practical test. Because if these terms really are different, then using them in the real world should get you different results. So think about it for a second. If you go out and ask someone for a horse, is that the same thing as asking for a white horse? And boom, this is where it all clicks into place. If you tell your friend, hey, bring me a horse, they could bring you a black one, a yellow one, or even a white one. And guess what? They've done what you asked. But if you say, bring me a white horse, well, only one specific type of horse will do the job. The requests are not the same. They're not interchangeable. And that right there is the aha moment. The two phrases, horse and white horse, refer to two totally different concepts. One is this huge general category. The other is a very specific combination of form and color. So logically speaking, they simply are not the same thing. So let's just lay it all out, right? Horse points to the general category. White horse points to a specific member of that category, which adds a whole new property, color. And he argues that the name for the whole category just can't be the same as the name for a specific member. They're two different ideas, so they need two different names. And that, my friends, is how a white horse is not a horse. Okay, I can hear what you're thinking. All right, that's just a clever word game, a neat little trick, right? Well, not exactly. Gongsun Long actually applied this exact same way of thinking, this principle of separating concepts, to other big philosophical problems, especially about how we see and understand the world. So let's put his logic to the test with his other famous puzzle. This one is about a stone that is both hard and white, and he asks a similar kind of question. Are hardness, whiteness, and stone all one single thing, or are they separate ideas that our minds just happen to combine? And you probably guessed it, he pulls the exact same move he did with the horse. He says we have to separate the concepts. You've got the object itself, the stone, but then you have these two totally distinct properties, its whiteness and its hardness. And check this out, he uses our own senses to prove his point. I mean, think about it. When you look at the stone, your eye sees its whiteness, but it can't see how hard it is. The hardness is hidden from your vision. Then, when you reach out and touch it, your hand feels the hardness, but it can't feel the whiteness.
So what does that tell us? It means our experience of the world is being filtered through different senses, which are picking up different things. Whiteness and hardness are separate concepts, delivered to our brains through separate channels. They aren't some single unified property of a hard white stone.
Okay, so we've cracked the riddle. We see how the logic works with the stone too. But the biggest question of all is still hanging out there. Why? Why go to all this trouble? Why did splitting these hairs matter so much to Gongsun Long in his school of names? What both of these puzzles are really getting at is this one huge idea. Language isn't just a mirror we hold up to reality. It's a tool. It's a tool we use to carve reality up into concepts. We don't just see the world. We name it, we categorize it, and we separate it into ideas like form, color, and hardness. And believe me, for these guys, this was not just for fun and games. This was serious business. In a world of chaos, precise language was the ultimate tool for creating order. Think about it. If your words are crystal clear, you can win any debate, you can write laws that nobody can twist or misinterpret, you can define what a ruler is, what a general is. For the school of names, fixing the language was the first step to fixing the entire world. So this 2,300-year-old puzzle leaves us with a really modern question, doesn't it? We live in a world that is just overflowing with big words. Justice, freedom, truth, words that we argue about constantly. Gongsun Long's work forces us to ask ourselves, do we really know what our words refer to? When we say them, do we mean the big general category or a very specific version? Maybe, just maybe, a little bit of that ancient precision is exactly what we still need today.